Today we will calculate the volume of pyramids, cones, and spheres. Let's start with pyramids. To calculate the volume of a pyramid, we will use the formula V equals 1/3 times B and H. Notice that the B that we use is a capital B, and that stands for the area of the base. We can have triangular pyramids and square pyramids. We can identify a triangular pyramid by looking at its base. If the base is a triangle, it's a triangular pyramid. If it has a base that's a square, it will be a square pyramid. Let's start with calculating the volume of a triangular pyramid first. Our first step is to write the formula. Our formula is V equals 1/3 BH. Step 2 is substitute in the formula for the area of the base. Notice that the pyramid on the right is a triangular pyramid. So to find the area of the base, we use the formula to calculate the area of the triangle, which is 1/2 base times height. We then multiply that by the height of the pyramid. Step 3 is to substitute in the values for the length of the base, height of the base, and the height of the pyramid. So right here, we do V equals 1/3 times 1/2 base of the triangle, which is 8.1, and then the height of the triangular base, which is 6.4, and you can see that it's 8.1 and 6.4, and we multiply that by 11, which is the height of the pyramid. Step 4 is to multiply and solve. So when you multiply 1/3 by 1/2, you should get 1/6, and then multiply 8.1 times 6.4 times 11, you should get 570.24. When you solve for that, so for V, you should get 95.04 cubic meters. Let's go ahead and solve for the volume of a square pyramid. As you can see from the picture to the right, the base is a square, and that tells us that this is a square pyramid. Our first step again is to write the formula. It's V equals 1/3 base times height. Base is the area of the base. So in step 2, we will substitute in the formula for the area of the base. Since this is a square, you can take length times width or side square. In step 3, we will substitute in the values for the side length of the base and the height of the pyramid. So we have V equals 1/3 times 4.8 times 4.8. That is the side length of our square base, multiplied by 8, which is the height of the pyramid. When you multiply and solve, you should get 61.44 cubic centimeters. Let's now find the volume of a cone. The formula we use for the volume of a cone, again, is V equals 1/3 base times height. Notice that a cone has a circular base, and so we would find the area of the circle when we're substituting in the values for V. So let's take a look at an example. Our first step, again, is to write the formula. So it's V equals 1/3 base times height, and then we substitute in the formula for the area of the base in our second step. Since our base is a circle in a cone, the formula we use is pi r squared, and then we multiply that by the height of the cone. Our step 3 is substitute in the values for the length of the radius and the height of the pyramid. So put in 1/3 times pi 2 square, since that is our radius. Notice that they had given you the diameter, and radius is always half the diameter. So the diameter was 4, so our radius in this case is 2. And you multiply that by the height, which is 17 feet. When you multiply and solve for V, you should get 71.17 cubic feet. Go ahead and try this problem on your own and then check the answers in class. Now let's find the volume of a sphere. To calculate the volume of a sphere, our formula changes a little bit from the pyramids and cones. Our sphere, our formula is V equals 4/3 pi r cubed. So let's take a look at an example. Step 1 again, write the formula. V equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Step 2 is substitute in the values for the length of the radius of the sphere. In this example, they have already given us the radius to be 11 centimeters. So we will substitute in that value right here in the formula. So V equals 4/3 pi 11 cubed. You can use 3.14 in order to solve for V if you're not using a calculator. So V equals 4 pi. When you take the cube of 11, which is 11 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 11, you should get 1331 or 1,331 and divide all of that by 3. Go ahead and divide, reduce 16,717.36 by 3, and you should get 5,572.5 cubic centimeters. Go ahead and solve for this problem. Find the volume of this sphere, and you can check your answers in class.